The latest round of wage negotiations has been set down for 3 days this week, with Eskom expected to officially table its wage offer. The entity has three labor unions, NUMSA, the NUM and Solidarity, representing the lion's share of Eskom's about 42,000 workers. The NUM is the majority union at Eskom, representing about 15,000 employees at the state-owned entity, and has tabled a 15% wage increase demand.
Wages are just beginning. We're at the beginning of our wages. They are a national question. Of course, we are very responsible. That's why trade unions and Eskom has agreed to start wages very early. We are starting now so that we make sure that there's no disruptions in terms of the business in Eskom.
South Africa has experienced almost 200 consecutive days without interrupted power supply, with only 26 hours of load shedding recorded in April and May this financial year. The National Union of Metal Workers of South Africa, NUMSA spokesperson Phakamile Majola says this should be the starting point, calling for workers to be compensated adequately for helping to keep the lights on.
It is our view that workers have earned whatever increases and demands that they've placed on the table. If you look at Eskom's overall performance, they have finally made a profit margin of over 16 billion. And of course, that kind of turnover, that kind of performance, the fact that Eskom, as we speak right now, has gone over 600 days without load shedding, that it has an energy availability factor of over 90%. All of that can be attributed to the hard work of workers who are negotiating right now in this forum with the employer. And I think it's important that viewers understand that the lights are on because of the sweat and labor of workers at Eskom.
The wage talks got off to a bumpy start a few weeks ago following a disagreement over the structure of the bargaining process, as the company was broken into three separate entities, namely generation, distribution and transmission. Eskom spokesperson Daphne Mokoena says the matter has since been resolved, with the entity committed to a fair and transparent process in safeguarding the grid.
Eskom tabled its financial position to the unions. The day is focused on finalizing the schedule for engagements ahead of the formal commencement of negotiations from 25 to 27 November. We can confirm that operations at all Eskom sites are proceeding without disruption. The business continues to operate as normal. Eskom acknowledges the importance of these negotiations to all employees and remains committed to engaging in good faith with all recognized unions through the established Central Bargaining Forum.
The current 3-year wage agreement is set to expire in June next year. It included a 7% salary increase per year applicable from the 1st of July 2023 to the 30th of June 2026, a 7% increase in the housing allowance per year over the 3-year period, and a once-off taxable payment of 10,000 rand for the first 2 years. Katlego, Legodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.